somebody listening to this and want to build the same kind of mindset that you have, the same kind of things that you have done in your work, they want to do it in their work. Okay. And they could just pick up 3 specific principles or habits or rituals or mindset from you, what would that be? Let's say we call it the Phelps protocol. Like, what would that be?
It's so hard to narrow it into 3 different things. I mean, I think one of the things that I really live by is dream, plan, reach, right? Like, we all have a dream of something that we're trying to accomplish. And if you don't have a plan that goes along with that dream, then you're going to be lost, right? And then honestly, it's just reaching for it. Look, like, was I afraid to drop all of my other sports and just focus on swimming? Of course. But I also was able to learn that it was the best decision for me, right? Like, I found something that I love, I enjoyed, and that I was pretty good at, So I think it's really just keeping it as simple as you possibly can, right? Like, what is your goal? And figure out the smallest little details that you need to get there, to reach it, to just have a chance to get there, right? I think that's the biggest thing is people want a chance to do something. But if you're not doing the things that it takes to give yourself a chance, then all it is words, right? It's back to that actions speak louder than words thing. I think it's just what you do, holding yourself accountable for things. But again, it's what can you do right now? It's not yesterday. It's not tomorrow. It's right now. It's trying to simplify every little small detail. Like, again, like I say this 100 times, like, my career wasn't rocket science. It was just a lot of small things that were done well over time. And that's it. Like, don't have an excuse. If you didn't want to do it, say you didn't want to do it. Then if you didn't want to do it, then your goals didn't matter, right? If your goals are something that matter to you, you'll never have an excuse, period. Like, for me, like, you asked me, yeah, there were days where I wanted to hit snooze and not get out of bed, but those goals were important to me. That's what pushed me. It's the same thing now. Like, how can I give my kids the best chance to succeed in this world? What does that look like? I don't know. I don't have the answers, but I'm trying to figure it out, right? Like, for me, that's all I think about. It's all my wife and I think about every day is how can we be the best parents to give them the best life to succeed however they want, whether that's in the pool, whether it's in a classroom, I don't care, right? I just want them to be the best version of themselves. So it's, what do you do every single day? What are your daily habits and what are your daily routines that prove that you are trying to be successful and you are trying to be great? Because if your habits aren't aligned with those things, then you need to look at yourself in the mirror and figure out what you're doing and who you are, or your goals need to change. I don't know if that answered the question, but it's just like, like, I always hear people, like, whether it's a weight loss goal or this, that, or the other, like, oh, I really want to do this. And you're like, well, what have you been doing? Nothing. I've been meaning to do this, or I've been meaning to do this. No, just go do it, right? Like, literally just go out and do it. Like, I didn't want to go into the gym today. My head just wasn't great this morning, whatever. But I went in and I got done and I was like, whew. Like, I feel different, right? Like, you feel different when you set your mind to something. Like, I got into the gym this morning. I was like, this is going to suck. And I was like, I'm going to put my music on. I'm going to put McAfee on TV. I'm going to stretch. And by the time I stretched, I was excited and I was ready to try to get stronger. 20 minutes, 30 minutes before that, I didn't even want to come into the gym, right? So it's just, it's crazy to me that if you try to, or if you force yourself to do something that you don't want to, when it's uncomfortable, how quick your mind and body comes back around and you're not in that shitty mood or depressed mood or unhappy mood. Like, for me, like, that's why I work out still every day. Because if I don't, then I'm not giving myself the best chance physically and mentally. Because for me, for 25 years of my life, I swam damn near every day, right? So some form of exercise. So that's what I have to do now. For me to be the best version of me, there's no excuses. I have to get in there for an hour, hour and a half plus, no matter what, no matter how I feel. Tomorrow I'm going to be sore as hell from the weights today. But you know what? If I get through tomorrow, the next day is going to be even better. And then I am going to build muscle and I am going to get stronger, right? It's that process of it. It's the process of things that I think people don't like or skip or give up after they're a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks into it. Trust it. It takes 30 days to create a habit. It takes 30 days to get rid of a habit. For me, throughout my career, I would do different habits. So when I'm in the pool, I would learn and create different habits for strokes or repetitions or streamline or kickouts or this, that, and the other. So naturally, after a 30-day period, it becomes second nature. You don't have to think about it. It's a part of who you are, right? So it's, I don't know. I guess the easiest way to say things is simplify it, right? Like break your goals down in the smallest terms, smallest things, and take a little bite out of each part. If you try to conquer everything at once, you're just going to fail and spin, and it won't be good.
But what now? Doesn't it feel empty because there's nothing to look forward to? What are you looking forward to now?
For me, everything I'm trying to do in the mental health space, suicide, the second leading cause for people 10 to 34, like that's frightening. For me, as somebody who has thought about suicide multiple times.
What got you out of it?
What's that?
What
brought me out of it? Just being able to learn more about who I am and being okay and understanding that it's okay to share and talk about the things and the feelings that I experience, where in the past, all I would do is compartmentalize and shove them down. But I think over the last 10 years, I've learned that it's okay not to be okay, right? Like it's okay to have a hard day, but what did I learn from it? How can I try to be better? How can I try to not have it affect the whole entire day? Who can I talk to? Who can I go see? What can I learn more? Right? Like for me, like I just want to ask questions. And I know there are so many people in the world that are probably suffering from similar things that I do, whether it's depression or anxiety. And for me, I want them to get the help and care that they need and deserve. For me, being able to see a therapist or having the chance to see my first therapist, it saved my life. And who knew that just talking about things would make you happy and make you freer and just be your normal self. So yeah, for me, it's, chapter one of my swimming career. Yeah, it was incredible. And it was something I always dreamt of. But for me, I think the next chapter of mental health and trying to destigmatize it still, or get people the help and care they need and deserve, or trying to learn more about it. I just think it's so unknown to so many people, I guess for me, it's trying to help people become vulnerable, because vulnerability is a scary word, right? But if you allow yourself to become vulnerable, then you allow yourself to grow and you allow yourself to change. And sometimes change isn't always bad, right? So, I could talk for hours about it, but like for me, the mental health journey and what I'm trying to do on that front, it's there's no timetable, right? Like it's just going to be a never ending thing, and something I look forward to. For me, again, being able to save a life is way bigger than ever winning an Olympic gold medal.
I heard the president of this country say something like, depression isn't a thing. Get busy working so hard that depression doesn't even affect you. And in your case, you were working so hard and still it hit you. Do you buy what he was saying?
Depression is something. It is a thing, because
do you think it won't affect people if they're like just busy working day in and day out?
I think for me, I can speak from my personal experience. When I did that, I just ended up stacking a bunch of stuff on top of each other and compartmentalized it inside of me, and then I just erupt like I'm a volcano. So for me, like when I go through depression, it feels like the room is shrinking on top of me, and I do feel all alone. So and it doesn't matter if I go work out or if I go and do my everyday errands, I still feel like shit. And I still feel really dark, and the thoughts that I have aren't good. But I think for me, it's when I do have those moments, I'm lucky that I have the tools that I have to help me get out of them. And that is whether it's going to talk to my therapist, whether it's calling my therapist, whether it's calling my men's group that I'm a part of, whether it's calling a friend, whether it's talking to my wife, whether it's journaling, whatever it is, there are things that I have, whether it's getting in a cold tub, whether it's sitting in an infrared sauna. There are so many different things for me as a self-care checklist that if I'm not doing those every day, then I'm not being the best me. I guess I agree to disagree with this comment then, because I think if you have your routines and you stick with your routines, then yeah, you're going to be the best version of you and you'll learn more about yourself. But if you do compartmentalize and shove the things down, they're only going to come back stronger and harder. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't ignore depression spells. I wouldn't ignore anxiety. Those two are the things that I can talk about because I struggle with them. I get anxiety when I have to go and speak in front of 2,000 people, right? Like, but it's a part of me. Like that's, so you'll see me, like I'll spin my ring, or I have crystals that I'll take and I'll just kind of ground myself. They're just things that I've learned that work for me. And I mean, my depression and anxiety are never just going to leave me. I can't snap my fingers and have them disappear at will. I can't. It's not possible, right? They're a part of who I am. I don't want to say I'm thankful for it, but they challenge me. They challenge me to learn more about me and how I work. And I guess I'm thankful for it. It sucks sometimes, and it's really hard going through the roller coasters of emotions that I go through. But again, that's what makes me who I am. And I enjoy looking at myself in the mirror, this white beard and this man bun. I don't see what I used to see. And I used to see somebody with a pair of goggles and a swim cap on, not somebody with feelings and emotions. So yeah, the journey that I'm on now is a pretty cool one. It's a pretty fun one. You get some bumps along the way, but it's a part of life.
Thank you so much.
For sure.
I'm thankful for this conversation.
For sure. Thank you.
Thank you for coming here. Thank you for spending time. Thank you for taking us through your mindset.
For sure.
It was really an honor to talk to someone like you. In the middle of the conversation, you said somewhere, every time you go ask the goat of anything, they're going to say this. And in my head, I'm like, well, I'm asking the goat.
But it's true. Like, honestly, like I've gotten to know a bunch of them, and like a bunch of the real goats and like legendary athletes. And, our mindset and how we go about our everyday routine or schedule or job is pretty similar. It's again, that's why I always say it's not rocket science. It's really not. It's a mindset, and it's making a choice, right?
If you had to give a name to your mindset, what would it be?
I don't know. I have no idea. I'm bad at that.
Think about it.
No, I mean, I don't know. It's just, but like when you say something like that I don't know if I can take credit for all of my stuff, right? Because, what we were talking about, knowing your competitors, I've been able to borrow what I've learned, from whether it's other athletes or mentors or just people that I've come in contact with, and I've been able to put it into my terms and my way and understand it that way, right? So I think it's, I used to hate talking to people. I used to hate talking in general. But I enjoy having like really fun conversations with people. And, for me, I'm still looking for, different ways that I can change my routine to better myself, right? From any conversation that I have, right? Whether it's a retired basketball player, football player, baseball player, politician, it doesn't matter, right? Like for me, I'm always trying to learn, and I'm always trying to be better, right? So, and in that process, yeah, I'm going to be my authentic self, but yeah, whatever we learn, I think from everybody and the people listening here, like, I wouldn't say do it exactly my way, but the things that we talked about today, if there's something that fits in a spot in your life or fits in your mindset or fits here, like I do it, because, right, like that's what we're all here to do. We're here to help each other, right? And try to help each other be great, right? Like I couldn't have done this by myself. Yeah, like I swam my ass off in the pool for 20 years, but like it wasn't all me, right? So I think the more that we can work together, the more that we can accomplish.